We have to bring spending under control. We have to cut taxes across the board. We need to make sure that we're bringing down energy costs and that New York can be affordable again.
That was New York Republican gubernatorial candidate Congressman Lee Zeldin on this program last weekend on the economic turmoil that New Yorkers are suffering right now under Democrat state leadership. It is a story that's familiar to all Americans as prices on everything, basic necessities, the essentials, have skyrocketed under this president and the Biden administration. When President Biden took office in January of last year, inflation was at a mere 1.4%. Today, it is at an astonishing 8.2% due to the White House's out-of-control spending and the Democrats' constant push for more spending. In Michigan, under Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer, the state's economy has lost nearly 82,000 jobs. 67,000 workers have left the workforce, and it has the 15th highest inflation rate in the nation. Joining me right now, the woman taking on Whitmer and the impact Whitmer's economic policies have had on the state is Michigan Republican gubernatorial candidate Tudor Dixon. Tudor, thanks very much for being here this morning. We so appreciate it. Let me get your take on the energy policy of this administration and what has been the impact in Michigan.
Well, good morning, Maria. Thank you for having me. Boy, when you look at Michigan, Whitmer and Biden are exactly in the same court when it comes to energy. She is trying to shut down a pipeline in the state of Michigan. You've seen this with the Biden administration with the Keystone Pipeline. Well, Line 5 right here in Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer has been going after for 4 years now. She's still saying she wants to shut this pipeline down while people are about to pay the highest prices they've ever paid for energy and heating their homes this winter. We've already had many inches, almost 2 feet of snow in the Upper Peninsula. That's where we get our propane to heat homes, is from Line 5 in the Upper Peninsula. She wants to shut that down and increase prices. She's talking about economic development in the state of Michigan, but that's 80% of the jet fuel out of our Detroit airport, and she's willing to have those prices go sky high. She doesn't know what she's doing when it comes to energy, but she knows she wants to be married to the progressive left and Biden policies. When she was running but Joe Biden was running in 2020, she said she was riding with Biden and everybody has a seat. Well, none of us want a seat on the Biden train anymore. Let us off. We want to make sure Whitmer does not have another 4 years in Michigan.
How are you going to get this message out? I mean, this is a whole of government approach to energy policy. You've got the Securities and Exchange Commission involved. You've got the climate pushers in charge, and they are pretty much bullying the major banks to stop banking fossil fuel companies. And the bureaucracy has it that there aren't many leases being approved either.
Don't forget that our own Rashida Tlaib here in Michigan was the one who was saying, get your money out of banks who support oil companies. And Gretchen Whitmer has said nothing about that because she is absolutely on board with those radical energy policies. She is the most radical governor there is in the country. She's running in a primary against Gavin Newsom for president right now. We can tell that from her progressive policies. But remember, I want your audience to know that Justin Trudeau came out and said, you cannot shut down this pipeline in Michigan, and she is more radical than Justin Trudeau, pushing to still shut the pipeline down. We have got to make sure that these attacks on American energy stop, and we can make sure at least one of the attackers is stopped on November 8th in Michigan.
So you think that's the bench for the Democrat Party in 2024, Gavin Newsom and Gretchen Whitmer?
Absolutely. She has made it clear that she was running for vice president of the United States. When she's been asked if she's going to run for president, she said, I don't think we should talk about that. She was asked if she supported Joe Biden after she had him here. On the same day she was holding hands with him in Detroit, she was asked, do you think he should run again? And she laughed and said, we're not going to get into that. I know, because I saw this movie before when she laughed and said she wasn't running for vice president. And then she flew to Delaware to talk to the president, to talk to Joe Biden. We know she's running for president. We know she's always been looking for higher office.
All right. I want to get your take on the support you're getting from the Republicans. I know that Mitch McConnell has been holding the purse strings, and even if you're a Republican, it's his decision which Republican he'll go with. We're going to talk about that when we come back with Michigan Republican gubernatorial candidate Tudor Dixon in a moment. Stay with us. Well, welcome back. We are back with Michigan Republican gubernatorial candidate Tudor Dixon. Tudor, are you getting the support that you need from the Republican Party right now?
Yes, we have the Republican Governors Association running ads in the state of Michigan. That's what we need. We need to get ads out there, but we also have a lot of help on the ground as well. We have a great ground crew going out, knocking doors, making sure that everybody knows it's time to get out and make sure we save our state.
Do you feel that voters understand the issues and that bad policy results in simply bad outcomes?
Absolutely. This year, especially because we're seeing what happened having our kids locked out of school for so long. Our kids are behind. Our reading scores just came back. Nearly 60% of third graders across the state failed their reading exam. But now we have something even more interesting where we've had parents rise up against this sex and gender in schools. And the governor, Gretchen Whitmer, she has said nothing about it. She's been asked to comment on it. She said she created a parents' council. The parents' council has been silent. Now traditional Democrats have stood up and said, we're done with this. We see families in Dearborn, Michigan, which have historically always voted Democrats. They have Muslim religion. They have said, we're done with this. I had a Muslim gentleman come up to me 2 days ago who said to me, I was running just weeks ago as a Democrat for office. When I came out and said I want this sex and gender stuff out of my child's school, the Democrats called me a bigot and a racist. He said, now I'll be voting Republican, and I'm getting my friends to vote Republican too. I've stepped out of the Democrat Party. This radical agenda is turning people off.
Well, I mean, it's a good point on education. And in New York, you've actually got these elite New York City schools forcing the woke indoctrination on parents as well. What are you going to do about it? I mean, you're right. Our students are behind. If you were, in fifth grade and now you're in seventh grade, you are way behind because of that 2-year period where you were out of school or forced to do remote.
And Maria, we have the money right now because we have the money that came in for education from COVID. We want to make sure every student has 25 hours of tutoring, no matter where they are behind, what they're behind in. We can catch them back up. In fact, Gretchen Whitmer came out and said that she was going to provide tutoring. That hasn't happened. Surrounding states that had students out nearly as long as Michigan, nobody really was out as long as Michigan, but nearly as long as Michigan. They've all had tutoring programs. We have nothing.
And real quick on Iran, are your constituents worried about what's going on with this administration pursuing an Iran deal when you've got people in the streets of Iran chanting death to the supreme leader?
Absolutely. It's been something that I've heard out on the streets when I've been talking on the campaign trail. They're asking, what do I think will happen with the federal government? Will we see a red wave? And after these last few weeks, I believe that we will. People do not want to engage in this kind of rhetoric outside of the United States.
All right, Tudor Dixon will be watching. Thanks very much, Michigan Republican gubernatorial candidate.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.